Hey guys, it's Way here and welcome back to another FIFA 18 Ultimate Team video, and today I'm going to show you guys how to prepare for Black Friday because I've been receiving loads of questions over the past couple of weeks all to do with Black Friday. What actually is it? When should you sell your cards? When should you buy them back? What's going to happen to the market? What trading methods work the best? How should you prepare? I've had loads and loads of questions. I'm going to be covering all of those in this video, and hopefully if you guys maybe didn't play FIFA 17 or didn't trade or play when the Black Friday promo came out, you're going to be fully covered and you'll know exactly what to do. But before getting on into the video, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And also if you guys could leave a like on the video, that would be very much appreciated. But without further ado, let's go on into it. So Black Friday is a promo released by EA, obviously on a Friday, as the name suggests, in November. Now this year it is on the 24th, last year it was on the 25th, and it is in around about a month's time or so when I'm first releasing this video. So you guys still have plenty of time to prepare, but there are a few key things to cover. Firstly, what is Black Friday? Now, EA go ahead and release a whole load of new promos. So we've got new packs, 100Ks, 125Ks, 50Ks, loads of lightning rounds. They come out very regularly. There's also going to be a lot of new SBCs released. Last year, we had something called Flash SBCs, and these were new SBCs that gave you rewards like kits or packs that were released every hour or so throughout the day. So there were loads of SBCs coming out, loads of new content, and there were also guaranteed Team of the Week packs. So there was an untradeable and tradable version, and this meant that 84 and 83 rated gold cards went up massively in price, so that's definitely a good market to invest in and something I'll be covering later on in the video. But the main thing that happened is players plummeted in value. Now, there's a massive market crash whenever a new promo comes out. There's a huge one with Black Friday, probably the biggest of the entire year, even more than during Team of the Year. And another key thing that happens is the crash before the crash, and this is actually something which a lot of people haven't covered in videos, and it's something a lot of people don't know about. Now last year, I'll be showing you guys some examples of the prices in just a moment. The crash before the crash, that was when players were at their cheapest, and that was about a week or so before Black Friday, and that is when players hit their absolute minimum price. And you guys can get some great deals right here. You can either invest in cards, or you can go ahead and just build a team. Because if you guys may be looking to build a really expensive team with some great players in to play in FUT Champions, this is the perfect time to build it, because players are just going to drop down by about 25 to 30% on average. They plummet in value, and it's the cheapest point for a lot of cards for a couple of months. If you guys get cards during Black Friday when they're at their cheapest, they're not going to be any cheaper than that up until kind of May, March, that kind of time there. And that's nearing the end of the game as well. It's only in the last couple of months that cards are going to hit the same prices. So it's the cheapest point in the year to buy cards all the way up until the last couple of months of the game. So if you guys get some cards during Black Friday, they're not going to be cheaper for the next 3 or 4 months. So it's the perfect time to not only invest, but also build a brand new team if you're looking to do that, or just pick up some cards that you do want to try out. You can use them, you can sell them on and make some good coins. And what I'm going to be showing you guys in just a moment is some examples of the prices, and this happens with gold cards, informs, icons, any card that you can name. They're going to drop down in price, and it's going to be a great time to go ahead and pick them up. And you can also make some investments to cover yourself for all the SBCs that are going to come out. And one other thing to note is the Team of the Week that comes out during Black Friday is normally very good. Even if some players like, I don't know, Messi or Ronaldo didn't have an amazing game, maybe only scored like 1 goal and got an assist, or scored 2 goals, EA often still put these types of players in Team of the Week just because they want to have an amazing set of informs to make even more people go ahead and buy packs and to sell even more FIFA points. It's just something EA do from a marketing point of view that works very well for them, and for just anyone playing the game, having all these new cards released is very good, especially if you're a trader, because you can make yourself a load of coins. So taking a look at a few examples, we're going to start off with some high-end gold cards. Now Cristiano Ronaldo's price was around 1.5 million coins before Black Friday, but he dropped down in value to, at his cheapest, 1,263,000 coins. Now this was around the 20th and 21st of November, and this is something you're going to see with all of the players I show you. That is when they're at their cheapest, even though, as said earlier on, Black Friday was actually on the 25th. So cards actually hit their cheapest a couple of days before that, and they started rising. Now the reason for this is because so many people go ahead and panic sell their cards. There's so much panic and so much hype around Black Friday before Black Friday. That's when everyone sells their cards. That's when people like Matt HD Gamer and apparently there's lots of big YouTubers release videos about the market crash and tell people to go ahead and sell their cards, and this just creates panic. So many people go and sell all their players so they have a lot of coins ready for Black Friday because they think the market crash is going to happen during Black Friday. And yes, it is, but there is a bigger market crash before Black Friday. That is when everyone sells their cards. That is not when you want to sell your cards, because you guys are watching this video and I'll be telling you when to sell them in just a moment. But this is when you want to buy your cards. This is when they're going to be at their absolute cheapest. Now you guys can see he actually rose up about 2 weeks or so after Black Friday. He hit 1,600,000 coins, actually just over that. So he went up by almost 400k, which is ridiculous. And he then went up even more around March, around April. He hit around 2 million coins, which is absolutely crazy. So you guys, if you picked up Ronaldo, you could have made yourself a couple 100k just in a couple of weeks very, very easily. Another example is Lionel Messi. He was a lot cheaper. He was around 663,000 coins at his cheapest. This was again a couple of days before Black Friday. He dropped down. He was at almost 1 million coins before, but he actually dropped down by nearly 400k. But then he rose up to 829k at his most expensive just a couple of weeks after Black Friday. Again, that's a really big increase, so you guys could have made a lot of profit if you picked him up. And then another high-end gold card is Neymar. He was again a little bit cheaper, but he was still around about 365,000 coins at his cheapest, and he rose up by over 100k to 478,000. Again, that's just 2 or 3 weeks after, and again that was just a couple of days before Black Friday, around the 20th and 21st. And I think it's going to be exactly the same this year. I know Black Friday is a day earlier, but I think it's still going to be around the 19th to the 21st. That is when players are going to be at their absolute cheapest. Now moving on to some other cards, we've got icons. These are the ones where you probably see the biggest increase and the biggest decrease in price. As you guys can see, 522,000 coins. That is what he was selling for at his cheapest point during Black Friday, or just before Black Friday rather. And he actually rose up to nearly 900k about 2 weeks afterwards, which is absolutely crazy. You guys could have made yourself about 300 to 400k had you picked him up here. And he actually rose to nearly 1 million coins around March as well. So he went up even more, which is absolutely crazy. And he was going for about 700k before Black Friday. But in the couple of days and weeks beforehand, he dropped by nearly 200,000 coins. Now next up we've got informs. Again, you're going to see a big decrease in price and then a big increase after Black Friday with these, especially with the high-end informs. So people like the centre forward gold inform Messi card this year, he is going to go down a lot, and then he's going to rise up a lot after Black Friday. We're going to see this with people like inform Aubameyang as well, all those high-end informs. So taking a look at Pogba, for example, he was going for nearly 1 million coins before Black Friday, dropped down to 864,000 at his absolute cheapest, and then rose to around about 1.3 million. So he went up by over 400k in just a couple of weeks. So again, that is an absolutely massive increase, and the same happened with a lot of other high-end gold cards and high-end informs and legends. It was absolutely crazy. And also, it wasn't just those big expensive cards. The cheaper cards as well, all the popular cards like Renato Sanchez, Bailly, Walker, Martial, Kante. Taking a look at Smalling, he was about 11k at his cheapest before Black Friday. He rose up to 18k just 2 weeks later, and that's again a really big increase. Had you picked up a lot of Smallings, you'd have been making about 6 or 7k per card, and you would have made yourself a huge amount of profit. So now that you guys know when cards are going to hit their lowest, that is when you want to pull the trigger and pick up your investments or build your team. If you're looking to build an awesome FUT Champions team with people like Kante, Pogba, Dybala, Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, whoever you want to buy, if you want to build a really expensive team with elite players in, the perfect time is Black Friday. It's going to be around the 19th to the 21st. That is when players hit their absolute minimum price, and that's when you want to pull the trigger and start picking up your investments or your team. Now what you guys need to do is go ahead and follow me on Twitter. There's a link down below, and I'll be tweeting out exactly when to buy your cards, because I'll be monitoring the market, and I'll try and let you guys know exactly when I think the lowest prices are, and that's going to be obviously nearing the time of Black Friday that I'll be tweeting that out and trying to let you guys know. That is when I'm going to go ham, pick up loads of investments, and just build an absolutely sick team, get loads of cards to my club, icons, informs, gold cards. No matter what cards they are really, they're going to be dropping down in price, and it's going to be a great time to buy teams, it's going to be a great time to trade, and it's not really going to get better. Cards aren't going to get any lower than that for months and months. So just make sure that you're on your console and you're able to trade. Make sure you've got as many coins as possible. So if you guys are going to spend any money on FIFA points, now's a good time to do it, because we've got Ultimate Scream out, we've got a good team of the week, and you can go and get loads and loads of coins now, hopefully by trading and opening packs, so that you're ready to get some investments for Black Friday. I know it's probably going to seem quite appealing to save up and maybe get loads of packs on Black Friday with the promos and everything, but cards have already risen after the couple of days before Black Friday. So you guys need to make sure that you just have as many coins as possible. Do whatever you want to do. Watch my trading videos and follow some methods there to make yourself a load of coins. Try and do some ones to watch trading, open packs, do squad battles, play games, Playfoot Champions, whatever you need to do, just do what you need to do to make as many coins before Black Friday, and just make sure you're not going on holiday, you don't have any plans apart from just making sure that you're there ready on your console to pick up loads and loads of investments when I tell you guys to, which is hopefully going to be around the 19th to the 21st. That's when I'm predicting, shortly before Black Friday. And this is going to help you guys out massively, because I know a lot of big YouTubers are going to be saying that during Black Friday is the best time to buy. People like Matt Itchy Gamer and Nepenthes always seems to have done videos on that, and that's what makes people start panic selling. But if you guys know what you're doing, if you watch a lot of other trading YouTubers like myself, obviously people like Run the Foot Market, Ellie96Z, those people, the people in the know, the people who really know about trading, investing and the market, everyone is saying to make sure to buy your cards a couple of days before Black Friday. That is when they're going to be at their cheapest. But now you guys know when to buy your cards. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering when to sell, and in my opinion that is going to be a couple of days after Ultimate Scream ends, because right now we're in a market crash, but there's going to be an even bigger one obviously coming before Black Friday and during Black Friday as well. So I would recommend selling shortly after the market crash ends from Ultimate Scream. So that is probably going to be, I'd say around about next Tuesday would be a good time. Next Tuesday, next Thursday, next Wednesday, because that's when people are going to be buying their weekend league teams, and it is going to be enough time after Ultimate Scream for the market crash that's currently available to have ended and for player prices to start to recover, and it's not going to be too late before people start panic selling. So it is a great time for you guys to start selling your teams, selling any players. You want to just completely liquidate your club, and you want to make sure that you have either a really cheap team worth maybe 25 to 30,000 coins or so. That is unless you play for champions, and then you really do need to have a good team if you want to get elite monthly or something like that. But I would recommend just try and have as cheap a team as you can, or maybe just a team with lots of untradables or something, cards that you already have in your club. But make sure that you've sold your high-end players, your informs, your icons. Make sure you've got rid of most of your investments, team of the week investments, anything like that. Make sure that you've just got rid of as many players as you can from your club before Black Friday starts, because if you guys still have a lot of players in your club in the week or so beforehand, you're not going to be able to make the most of it. So make sure that you sell your cards early November. That is the best time in my opinion. That's when the price will have recovered from Ultimate Scream, but they won't have started to drop so far before the Black Friday and Cyber Monday market crash. So make sure that you sell them early November. That is the best time. Make sure you buy your cards around a week or so before Black Friday. I'll be letting you guys know when the players hit their minimum price, and that's what you want to do. Now, something you can do in the weeks before Black Friday is get your 83 and 84 rated gold card investments, as well as any very, very cheap discard price team of the week investments. They're going to cover you for any team of the week SBCs we have, so there's some good ones for you guys to go ahead and make. But I'm going to be covering everything you guys need to know about the actual investments to pick up cards I would recommend buying during Black Friday and the best trading methods to use. I'll be covering all of that in a trading guide, but this is more of a market analysis and market guide for the brand new market crash, which is going to be coming out around about the 24th. That is when, obviously, that's when Black Friday comes out, Cyber Monday a few days later, but the market crash before the crash, that's going to be a week or so beforehand. That's when players are going to hit their lowest price. And yeah, hopefully this video has helped you guys out. I've shown you lots of examples. Hopefully you guys are now all clued up. You know when to buy, you know when to sell, and you know what to do. Just liquidate your club, make sure that you have as many coins as possible, make sure you trade and just get as many coins as you possibly can ready so you can start making investments and start trading. But hopefully this video has helped you guys out. Leave a like if it has, subscribe if you're new around here, let me know in the comments down below. If you do have any other questions, I'll try my best to get back to you, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care.